Hey everybody, Zizzac here, back with another Redakai review. This time we're going to be looking at the Redakai Championship set. Now this version is the Hobby Store exclusive version that has a special gold pack rare included in the box. Otherwise, it's the same as a regular retail version. The retail version of the Championship set comes in a more X-Reader looking tin, and it does not come with the gold pack card. So as you can see, it's got some really cool artwork on it of, let's see, Silverbacks, Verticon, Metanoid, and Harrier. It has 44 X drives, an exclusive Kai card. Pretty much the same all over it. And on the back, it shows you pretty much how you use it. And I'm still loving this horrible Photoshop they keep using on this. Like the floating cards right side up in the deck box. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a Scorpirion that has a damage on it in his hand. And, you know, your basic product information, blah blah blah. So inside it has the exclusive X drive, which is the Kai card, 42 additional X drives, the card screen with the Kairu canner, or as most people call it, a hand shield, the battlefield with 4 spots for up to 3 characters, and the draw deck, which is the deck box. The 44 cards that come in this thing are not completely random. It's more or less 4 booster packs of cards with, you know, dedicated rare slots and balanced out to make a decent enough deck. But like I said, they're all random, so unless you're really lucky, your deck isn't really going to have any kind of theme. But it's definitely more than enough to get you started playing Redakai. Also, I wanted to show you, camera's not going to see it, but nice, like, solid gold Kairu counters. Yeah, this doesn't have that. So before we open it up, let's take a look at the exclusive card that comes with this. This comes with an exclusive Kai card. Instead of being the regular Team Stacks version, this is the Stacks Leader version. Focus, camera, por favor. There we go. He's done in the rare foil treatment with the silver foil all on the outside. Stop focusing. This version actually has a different picture of Kai than the regular Kai card. It looks like he's in the training grounds from the show. Some decent 3D effect on this guy. He's got 300 blue defense, 100 red defense, and his special ability is when you play a monster on me, gain 1 Kairu. So he's the exact opposite of the Tekris character card, and a really, really good card. And he is number 1012. So now let's open this up and take a look at the contents. The box is just an ordinary old cardboard box. Inside you have your battlefield for the places for the 3 characters. Also inside the box you have your draw deck here on the left side. You've got your hand shield or your card screen, which can accordion out. Let's fold that back up. And you've got your 2 little Kairu counters here. You can, if you want, to remove the black plastic insert and to see that it is in fact an already cardboard box. But I do like that they actually added cardboard in here for extra support, so it's not that crappy faux velvet suede plastic that was in the Bakugan products. So let's get this out of the way. Alright, so here's everything you get in the box, minus the cards, which are now lost in my box somewhere. So let's take a quick look at all of them individually. Here's the battlefield. You can see it's got the Redakai logo in the middle and the 2 Team Stacks symbols on either side. It's also got the peg and the peg hole on the top, so if you're playing somebody else with one, you can actually just snap them together. On the back is not much, and that's about it. There are some little details of the X-Reader on the battlefield and your little finger holes. Now let's look at the draw box. And again, like almost everything else in the Redakai product line, it's modeled after an X-Reader. It's got the Team Stacks logo on top, this square. It's got a little indent here so you can draw the card more easily. And the back is exactly the same, except there's no indent. You might be able to see in here, there's little ramps that the cards are supposed to slide on, but you're always gonna have trouble getting the last couple of cards out of here. So now we've got the little Kairu counters. Now one thing about these is lots and lots and lots of people who got one of these kinda got gypped on their Kairu counters. A lot of people got either 2 lefts or 2 rights. Me being one of them. I had to find someone at the store who got one of these who got 2 lefts, I had 2 rights, and we traded. So that's been a big problem with the first batch of championship sets. I don't know how it is now. But as you can see, they're just 2 little kind of gold, more like bronze, plastic molded pieces that when you put them together, it's the Team Stacks logo. And it's the same thing on the other side. And you might be able to see inside of these that these are little clamps. They have a spring. You can tell you've got the right ones if you see the little notch. Well, they should have them on opposite sides. So that's the counters. And then we've got this gigantic hand shield, or card screen. Now you can see it actually does accordion down to a nice little compact package. But when you fold it out, it actually unfolds the little stands for it as well, and I love that. So as you can see, when it's all folded out, it's got spaces for 6 cards, and it's got your Kairu counter tracker up here on the top that goes all the way from 1 all the way to 20 on the very end. A little nitpick here, a lot of people have been complaining about, there's no spot for indicating that you have 0 Kairu left. So what I do is I just take the counter off to show that I have none left, and that's kind of annoying. The back side of it actually has the 4 team logos, which is pretty cool. I mean, you got Stacks, I believe that's Redakai, Batacor, and Imperias. And something else that's a cool thought, if you get it right, you can see that there's actually a Kairu tracker on the back too. So in theory, you could just look at your opponent's card screen from the back side to see how much Kairu they have left, but they didn't think it through all the way, and they put it way up there, so, you know, if you're looking at it from the front, it's going to be leaning about like that, and there's no way you can read that. So that's kind of a goof on their part. So to add the Kairu counters, all you need to do is get your left one and put it on, and get your right one and put it on. Like so. And if you look really closely, you can actually see there's actually the obvious groove that you slide the Kairu counters along, but there's little indents inside the groove. So whenever you move the Kairu counter, without taking it off and moving it like a lot of people do, you can actually feel and hear it click into each little spot. That's pretty cool. So that's about it for the review of the contents of the championship set for Redakai with the exclusive Kai card. The problems I've had with the other products having a lot of blemishes and scuffs and everything like that isn't too obvious on this one, mainly because there's no paint on this. But you won't be able to tell on the camera, but there's a lot of those. It looks like someone got like a grease pen and just drew and scribbled all over it. Already all over it, and of course brand new out of the box. If you guys had any questions or you had something to say, just leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. And before I go, I'd like to give a shout out to Alien Games. It's a game and hobby store in Jinx, Oklahoma, and they are currently still the only place in Oklahoma to have a League store. So if you guys are in Oklahoma and you're around the Tulsa, Jinx, Broken Arrow area, definitely come by and say hi to us and play a couple of games of Redakai with us. They've got tons of product, and they do Redakai leagues every Saturday, with tournaments coming very soon. If you guys want to find out any more information about Alien Games, you can go to their website at myaliengames.com, or for more up-to-the-date news, you can find them on Facebook. Alright, thanks guys. Have a nice day. And yeah, this very simply just accordions up.